Well, hey everybody, it's me, Jermaine, and I'm back with another Simple Truth news update. And as many out there are aware, I have been on the road for almost 10 days now. But today I want to share with you a local story that happened in the Aurora suburbs of Denver, Colorado area. Something that happened just a few days ago, and it really caused me to want to give a Simple Truth news update about it. And that is a young lady. I'll have more details on the story when I bring the article to you. But a young lady, about around 18 years old, stabbed her mother 70 plus times and killed her. And quite obviously, they are talking about the young lady has some sort of psychiatric and psychological problems. But it just shows you the ever declining moral decay of our society, where children are waging violence against their mothers and their fathers and family members and just society at large. And it just seems to become more and more of a problem, and we are seeing this happen over and over again. I reported about a month or so ago of a young man who used his mother out in California in as a satanic sacrifice, and it's just beginning to happen more and more and more, and time again. And we have to begin to ask ourselves, what is actually happening? Well, if you're a believer in the one and only Most High Himself, you know that we are coming into the times of the end, as the Bible talks about. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but I'm just sharing with you what is happening and how it is, becoming, how it's something that people read in a so-called book is starting to manifest itself out in the world that we live in every single day. This story is one that is very interesting. It was brought to my attention when I first arrived. I didn't have a chance to really take a look at it, but I took the time, looked into it, and I thought I would share this with my audience, because this is not something that's going to be reported normally, because again, this is a local story here in Aurora, Colorado. I'm not for sure if it's made national headlines, but I've been kind of out of the net. Here at my mother's house, there is no internet, and that's kind of odd and unique. But I've been able to try to keep up with things as much as I possibly can. But this story was brought to me by none other than my little 8-year-old nephew, who has a real interest in things that are going on. He wants to one day be a police officer. So that's how I got this story. But I'm going to share this story with you. Here's the story that I was sharing with you, and it is pertaining to the young lady that stabbed her mother. I had said 70 plus times, but it is more accurately 79 times. And this occurred back in August, but the story, they shared more about the story on September the 6th, 2013. Here we go. Isabel Guzman, Aurora, 18-year-old, allegedly stabbed mother 79 times. An 18-year-old in Colorado is facing first-degree murder charges after allegedly stabbing her mother in the face and neck 79 times. The teen's stepfather, Ryan Hoy, called Aurora police to the home on the night of August 28th when he saw blood pooling under the door of the upstairs bathroom. According to the arrest affidavit, Hoy told dispatch that police had already been called to the house earlier that day because his stepdaughter, Isabel Guzman, had allegedly threatened her mother, Yun Mai Hoy, in an email telling her, "You will pay." Guzman's biological father, Robert Guzman, also claimed he had a talk with Isabel before the 911 call. "I went to talk to Isabel, and we sat down in the backyard looking at the trees and the animals, and I started to talk to her about the respect that people should have for their parents," Robert Guzman told 7 News. "And I was trying to let her know that she should be obedient to her parents, not rebellious, that she should try to listen more, and everything was going fine. In the conversation, I thought that I made progress, but obviously it didn't do nothing because hours later, this thing happened. While on the phone with dispatch, Hoy said that at first he was unable to open the door because Guzman wouldn't let him enter, and he heard Yun Mai Hoy say Yehovah before the bathroom door opened. Hoy then observed Isabel Guzman standing in the doorway holding a knife. The affidavit reads, Hoy advised that he never heard Guzman say anything and that she didn't speak to him as she exited the bathroom. She was just staring straight ahead when she walked past him. Hoy told dispatch that Guzman left wearing a pink sports bra and turquoise shorts, taking the knife with her. While performing chest compressions on his wife, Hoy said that he believed his wife was already dead because she was staring blankly ahead. When officers arrived on the scene, they found Yun Mai Hoy lying naked on the bathroom floor, covered in blood next to a baseball bat. An autopsy found that she had suffered 31 stabs to the face and 48 stab wounds to the neck. Guzman was found by police the next day in a nearby parking garage and was arrested. She was due to be formally charged in Arapahoe court on Thursday morning, but the judge was forced to push back the court date until later in the afternoon because Guzman refused to come out of her cell. At the beginning of her hearing, 9 News reports that Guzman was smiling and made faces at the courtroom camera. She is being held without bond and is facing charges of first-degree murder and 2 counts of a crime of violence. Guzman, who turned 18 in June, will be charged as an adult and is eligible for the death penalty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it just goes to show you that what is happening with the moral decline and just the decay of the relationship between children and their parents, that something this horrific could even come about. Man, it's just so sad. And as I always say, ladies and gentlemen, it's the simple things that are oftentimes the most profound, but yet they're the most difficult to put into practice and to actually do. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of The Simple Truth and the update. And I'll be sure to see you. I'll see you. And I'll see you again real soon.